at one point, Disney was like, yo, we can't buy Marvel. They're too edgy for us.
Yeah, I don't understand this. It's like,
What? What was happening over at Disney before?
I mean, to be fair, the time they were thinking of this, it was like the whole Civil War era, and it's like,
They
okay.
saw Marvel's history with all the pouches and the no feet,
Yeah.
and the barrel.
Also, this was prime ultimatum time.
Uh,
Oh. Oh, no wonder
everyone
nobody
dying.
wanted to touch it then.
Mm.
Oh.
So
Well,
Bob Iger probably saw the blood-eating wasp and was like, "Yeah, no."
yeah, why would I want that? What, like, I could just picture it. They're like, we're thinking about buying Marvel. Some intern goes out and grabs a couple of the hottest comics and brings them on. They put them on a table. They go, so why is this fat guy eating wasp? Okay, we're not gonna
Why
buy
is this
that.
Hulk gray and horny?
Yeah. Oh my.
Why is
Why
this
is
Wolverine in the bushes?
why is there incest happening between twins? What is going on?
And their dad's watching? Ew. No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
So,
get this.
welcome to everything around Ultimatum and what ultimately killed the.
So I say I
Ultimate
don't
Universe.
understand it. I can actually perfectly understand it now.
Yeah, now it makes sense. And then also you look at that time, the Fantastic Four movies, X3, Ghost Rider, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Daredevil, Elektra. Man, I wouldn't want to touch it either.
Oh man.
And yet they brought them for 4 billion like 3 years later. Like, ugh.
Right, they got him because the success of Iron Man, which Bob Iger talked a little bit about it and how it was like him and Steve Jobs talking about the idea and kind of that push towards getting them, and then it was Ike Perlmutter that didn't actually see the benefit of any of this because of course he didn't. As
It's like, can Pelma actually see?
I don't know.
So I assume the dude's like immortal at this point. He's just really old, so his eyesight's probably gone.
That is true. Like, what a different world to think just a handful of years before they bought Marvel Studios and gave them unlimited money that they literally looked at them and were like, "Oh no, that's a no go. Like, why would you want to do that?" It's like that's a crazy scenario to be in, and that's literally the thing that's leading Disney into like worldwide domination now.
Yep.
That's
That's so interesting. That would have been like Iger's first thing because Iger only kind of came in 2005, didn't he?
yeah, yeah. Huh.
The first thing he was looking at was Marvel. So
Right, and a bunch of naysays. Then he was like, I'm going to go back to this since Steve Jobs keeps telling me to look at that, which we recently did find out details about that as well, because we knew that Iger was part of Apple to some degree. We knew Steve Jobs was on the board with Disney, and we learned, recently the step down and all that, and how, like, encouraging Steve Jobs was towards the whole thing. Because if people don't know, Steve Jobs arranged a sale of Pixar to Disney. Like that was a thing that
yeah,
happened.
because wasn't Steve Jobs still Pixar at that point?
Yes.
Because he made it. Didn't he? So.
Yep.
It's really weird when you think about it that Sony saw trash and Iger saw dollar signs.
Right.
Yep.
What a crazy time to think of how things would have turned out. And if you just kind of look at Marvel's approach now and how it was like around that time, so you're looking at 15 years back realistically, how far Marvel has come from that stage, and just not even like the comics but also Hollywood perception and like TV. Because I remember they were trying to get TV series off the ground for a while and nothing was happening. Like they
Yeah,
couldn't.
because you had Jessica Jones, Cloak and Dagger, Power Pack. They were all in development for
Mhm.
years.
Yep. Hell, I mean, ABC themselves passed on multiple. Like they were like, no,
Yeah.
no, like why would we want this? Like, oh, what a
Yeah, Captain Marvel as well, or
Yeah.
Miss Marvel being a TV show.
God, what a times have changed. That's really it. Just
Thank
like
God.
15
Thank God.
years. Yeah, really, the history we got is probably the best case scenario. So
Yeah.
It's really awesome though to see that Steve Jobs was basically the reason why
Yeah.
we have Marvel with under Disney, because he just kept sitting there being like, "No, guys, do this, do this. Hey, guys, I didn't like this movie, and neither did my family. So how about you change
yeah,
it?"
how about you don't interfere with Iron Man going forward? Okay, we won't. Because that's what happened with Iron Man 2. Disney bought them, and it was like right as production started. So Disney was like, Avengers is happening. We need these things to happen. And then it was like clear, evidently in the film, it was like, yeah, you know, it was a stumble, but they recovered, and you know, it's all in the history now. Exactly. So that's that. Just remember, Marvel was too edgy, even though Marvel was for kids. There.
So when did Disney buy Sony? Not Sony. Did Disney buy Marvel before Iron Man 2?
It was
I thought
right.
it was after.
It was right.
I thought they got them around Avengers because they brought out the remaining contracts in Paramount.
Oh no, it was like the contracts were bought out, but it was like 2009. Oh yeah, it was like right as production
you're
started.
right, yeah, 2009.
Yeah, it's 2009.
Right.
Yeah. So they stepped in. They were like, "Avengers is happening, eh? That's why we bought you."
August
Yeah, it was,
31st, to
yeah.
be exact.
Yeah. So when did Iron Man 2 come out?
2010.
Oh, it was 20. I tell you, my years are just a mess.
Dude, Sony has messed up the timeline in our brains. This is all your fault, Sony. This is all.
I just blame early onset dementia. I'm just like,
Oh, dang. Well, we're all becoming that crazy Uncle Abby Arad. We're all getting slow dementia. Pretty soon, we're all going to be saying needs more Venom.
Oh, jeez.
Sir, I can't put Venom on your pizza. That's not a topping. More Venom, damn it! All right,
so this is the McDonald's drive-through.
Actual Abby conversation.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, crazy Uncle Abby. We'll talk about you probably in a couple weeks when Venom starts.